Hey there, welcome back to the channel. We're back again. It's been a while since we've done one of these, and we're just gonna keep the ball rolling and try to be more consistent on these videos. Today we're gonna look at a controversial Bible, at least based on what I've seen as far as the comments go of people's opinions on its origin. Not necessarily the translation itself, although that could also be debated, but the comments and the references. We're going to look at a Bible that people have a lot of different opinions on. All right, so here you have it in all of its glory. So on the surface level, this looks like a pretty basic and not too flashy Bible. So what Bible is this? Well, this, my friends, is a Ruckman Reference Bible. You'll see that here on the spine there. Ruckman Reference Bible, and the translation is the KJV, King James Version. And so I actually didn't know anything about Peter Ruckman or the Ruckman Reference Bible. About a month or two ago, I hadn't known anything about him or this Bible. But then I was online on the different Bible groups and saw this Bible being mentioned and referenced. And so I looked it up, and I looked up Peter Ruckman on YouTube, actually, listened to a few of his videos. Peter Ruckman is or was a Baptist and teacher, preacher, pastor, and he came out with this Bible, which is just the standard KJV, but full of his notes. And so from my understanding and people's interpretations of Peter Ruckman are going to be different and all over the place, and potentially even in the comment section there'll be people with different opinions of him and his ministry. But based on what I've listened to online on YouTube, he was a Baptist pastor who loved the KJV, and you could tell that in his teaching and his preaching. And I personally, I am not a Baptist, but I can appreciate certain doctrines that they hold to, but that's not the point of this video. So what we have here is the Ruckman Reference Bible. This Bible comes in many different editions and formats, and this is the large print hardcover edition of the Ruckman Reference Bible. When I purchased this Bible, what attracted me to it was the large print. I have been preferring that as of late, after I found out that there's so many wonderful options for large print. That's just what I go to first. What I didn't know was just how large this Bible would be. All right, so like that's like the size of my forearm right there. And just to compare, here's the ESV study Bible, side-by-side comparison. This is actually taller, and well, the ESV study Bible is a bit thicker than this one, but I mean, if you put the ESV on top of it, you can see that it's wider, just takes up a bit more square footage. And so this is a big Bible. This is my whole hand here over it, and it's very large. It's to pick up with one hand. That's pretty heavy there. And so this is a serious Bible. This is not something you just take with you. I wouldn't take this with me to a hospital visit or even on visitations, because this is a serious thing to be hauling around. You probably get a workout as you're spiritually building muscle. You're also going to be physically building muscles as well. And so I didn't know it was going to be this big. That probably would have changed my decision to purchase it if I knew how large it'd be. But nonetheless, it's it's a cool Bible, and let's look at it and dive right in. So again, it's a hardcover. I don't have too many hardcover Bibles, so that's one of the reasons why I went ahead and purchased it. Thought I would start adding to that collection. A hardcover is nice. It's you don't have to necessarily worry too much about it. It gives you a nice flat surface wherever you go. Here are the first few pages. It's kind of like cardstocky feel to it. Presentation page. This is a cool emblem on here. I think this is in all of the Ruckman Reference Bibles. I'm not sure. Maybe someone else can confirm that. But copyright page there. All right, and so what is a Ruckman Reference Bible? It's the KJV, and what you have all throughout are Peter Ruckman's comments and notes all throughout this Bible. And so they're pretty extensive in some areas, as you can tell, just flipping through it right now. And so if you want to get into the mind of Ruckman and his theology and beliefs, you can definitely do that. I found this unlike any other Bible that I own, right? Peter Ruckman was known for kind of just telling things the way that they are and not adding too much seasoning to his words, right? He just kind of gave it as it is or as he saw it. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people are drawn towards him or also drawn away from him. And so I'm not going to comment on necessarily my views right now, but that's what you'll find here in this Bible. And so if you go on YouTube and listen to some of his videos and teachings and you're just totally put off, you don't want to buy this Bible because you just get more of that. And so actually the formatting of this Bible, you can see it is a double column verse by verse layout. You have the center column, which is for some notes and also cross references, like right here. And then so some of the shorter notes and translations of words are added here. And then this is kind of cool. You'll see the date of the book, so you'll find it there, which is pretty neat. And if you're a person who likes to really delve into the historical context of books of the Bible, you'll get a lot of that here. One of the differences I've found is that the subheadings, obviously they weren't in the original manuscripts, and so the subheadings are added by, I believe, Peter Ruckman, and he uses some interesting ones. I won't read that one, but you can see them for yourself. And we're in the book of Exodus, and that's an example of the subheadings. Last thing I'm going to mention about this Bible is all the way in the back, there are a bunch of resources. Here we see the index to Appendices. So look at all these different articles and essays there for us, and just resources that I think if you are really interested in the mind of Ruckman, Peter Ruckman, you can get that from a lot of these. And so they're written on some interesting topics and themes that I haven't seen in too many other Bibles. This one's about the moon, and he talks about all the different things that have a higher chance of occurrence during full moons. And British Israelism. Let's find another example. The Tower of Babel. And I don't want to say this in a negative way, but some of the things I find here I think would be of interest to those who are into conspiracies, because he talks about like political things, of world powers, and not saying that that's, I'm not trying to discredit any of the content of what he was saying, Catholic conspiracies, but I just get that feel and vibe from the literature and content that has been created by him. And so that's really what you get. You get some maps here in the back as well. These are huge. These are it is very much so large print, and if you can't see that, you're blind. And so that's what you get, and that's the Bible. Well, friends, there you have it. It's Ruckman Reference Bible in the KJV. Do you have one? Have you ever read one or held one in your hands? What do you think about it? Do you like Peter Ruckman? Do you think it's a good Bible? Should somebody who is not a Baptist own one? Who is this Bible for? Who's it not for? Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.